Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Real Deal podcast. I'm joined here today by,
KJ.
and we are talking about AI. Today's the AI episode where we talk about different AI happenings in the world and in entertainment right now. Now, KJ, now you are an artist, so can you talk a little bit about what kind of art you make?
I make a lot of animations. I'm an animation major here, so I like a little bit of anything and everything. A little bit of cartoons, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of
Blender stuff.
not necessarily Blender, maybe Maya stuff.
What?
Maya.
What's Maya?
It's another software.
Oh, it's like Blender?
Yeah.
Okay.
They won't teach us Blender because Maya's the industry standard,
Okay.
but essentially the same thing.
Okay,
Essentially the
cool,
same thing.
cool. Yeah, you do a lot of 2D mostly. That's what I
Yeah.
see.
I'm hoping to do 2D.
Like in a job.
Yeah, next semester we pick whether we're doing into 2D or 3D, and so it's first come first serve. So I'm hoping again to 2D.
Right, okay.
Otherwise, I'm cooked.
Yeah. So what would you say is your general opinion, general relationship to AI when it comes to making art?
I'm a hater.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a hater. Like you could do some goofy things with it, but
It's
and-
funny to mess around with sometimes. Like I've messed around with it before, but I wouldn't I don't I would ever use it for an actual project.
no, yeah, because it's basically plagiarism.
Mm-hmm.
And why would you be in art if you're not going to actually
Why
create the art?
why would you be in art unless you want to do it? Like why would you?
Exactly.
I'm a film major, so why would you write a script? Why would you film anything unless you wanted to do it? Like unless you actually loved cinema and loved making stuff and loved writing scripts.
Yeah, because I totally get the idea of like having something to make an idea with, but at the same time, that's not your idea. That's somebody else's idea that it's also stealing
It's
from.
not even somebody else's. It's like 5 or 6 different ideas that it like mixed together in a blender.
Yeah, it's like a little like tree. Like
Mhm.
you get the original idea, then the next idea, the next one, then you.
And there's like also like ideas that like only humans can come up with.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Well, there are technically like when you look up like good things that AI has, there are examples like they use it for surgery and stuff like that. Like do you know about the breast cancer? Like they found a way in advance that like a human eye can't see. They found like a little tiny tumor that like only this AI could have found.
Oh.
So that was pretty cool. I think it's generally like fine, great for the most part when it's used outside of entertainment, and outside of
Mhm.
media. But it's like that analogy of like why are we making uh, AI to take our fun jobs when we should be using them to take the jobs we don't like.
That's true.
Like-
That's true.
Like why do I still have to do the dishes when my job in entertainment is being taken?
Now, here's a question: is it still AI if it's limited?
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
So, like a calculator, for example.
Oh, okay. So like it's still doing computer calculations,
Yeah.
but it's not like generative and it's not like it can't think for itself.
Yeah, it's
I don't
very limited.
think that counts as AI. I think because it's just going through a basic algorithm. It's not like
Exactly.
thinking for itself. It does one specific thing, and if you press a button, it's going to do that one specific thing. You press another button, it's going to do that one specific. That's more coding than it is AI. I'm pretty sure.
That's true. But
Um,
if you have AI and you were to say how far it can go with its own
Mhm.
ideas, would that still keep it as AI, or would it just say,
Well, I think that's more like video game like NPCs.
yeah,
That's more what you're talking about, right?
in a way, yeah.
Like they can do certain things, but they can't interact with things outside of the video game, for example.
Yeah.
They can't pull from all sorts of different resources. Yeah. I don't know. That is more of a gray area because it is 100% AI. Like I think of one of my favorite games ever, Alien Isolation, that uses heavy AI to program its xenomorph so that it can learn from what you do and make the game more unpredictable.
That's true.
And I think that's always been cool to me, but it is technically AI. So it's is that plagiarism or is that just a design of the game?
That's a good question,
Yeah.
actually.
Alright. Well, there's different my biggest worry about AI is what happens when it becomes, or if it becomes so unrecognizable from, or undifferentiable from human work that it just looks like the real thing, and then it gets to the point where AI gets so good at itself, at what it does, that there is no need for animators, there's no need for filmmakers, stuff like that.
That is a worry, actually.
Mhm.
'Cause, like, I'm on TikTok and I'll be scrolling, you'll get the like real versus fake,
Mm-hmm.
and I lose them every time.
You lose them
I
every
lose
time?
them. Like, why is the AI more realistic than the reality one?
You don't think it's still kind of obvious when they're AI?
Well, some of them, yeah.
Some of them?
But some of them are a little too perfect.
I feel like for every like 5 videos I see, one I can't tell.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. You've seen the Sora videos?
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah, those are the ones that are, I feel like the cheaper version, because they're free.
Yeah.
But then like you use like OpenAI and it's a little bit harder to tell.
No,
Like
yeah.
remember a couple months ago that kangaroo, that a lady tried to bring on a plane?
Yeah.
That was AI, and I didn't realize until someone pointed it out to me.
I felt terrible last week because I was watching a video of a squirrel eating ramen
Mhm.
and it started screaming. And I was like, oh my God, who's feeding a squirrel ramen? And I didn't realize, like, 30 minutes later, that was AI the entire time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious now when you look at it, but it's like, I thought squirrels do scream. I didn't know squirrels could scream.
They can't, no. They can't.
I don't know. I'm not a squirrel.
Well, there's another idea that the AI bubble will pop because it's gonna hit a ceiling where it can't look better and better.
Yeah.
Where it will just like it'll hit this point and then people realize, oh, we can't really do that much with it, and then people will move on. But the problem with that is that there are so many people invested into AI is that it will basically crash the economy.
Probably will, honestly.
And probably, so it's like it's either one of two things happens and they're both bad. One I would say is worse than the other. I would say the economy crashing for a few years is better than us not being able to tell the difference between what's real and what's fake in the news and in media and stuff like that.
I have a good question, actually.
What?
So, in media, right?
Mhm.
Since you guys are doing film, did film ever have a part in history where people considered like film just not an art form at all? Like theater was like the prime thing. Why is it on film? It's not the same, right?
Not really. I know a lot of
really?
mediums have that. It's like, I know video games had that. I know animation has that right now, basically. I don't know.
Because this is reminding me of the whole like digital art isn't real art era.
Mhm.
I mean, it's still relevant to this day because I mean, part of the school doesn't see us as real art,
Oh, well, okay.
but at the same time,
Well, CGI, some people don't see that as real filmmaking or real art.
yeah,
But I feel like most filmmakers have come around to it just because now we have AI, and that's so much worse. Because like, I think for the longest time, people saw CGI as AI. They saw it as, oh, you put a bunch of this random stuff into a computer, and then the computer gives you an image, and then it's like that's not what CGI is, but that is what AI is.
That's true. That's true. Because like digital did this like whole phase of like digital artist, you're not a real artist, and then the AI artists became a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and they're trying to claim the same thing as the digital artists at the time, but the digital artists are doing it themselves.
Yeah, they're actually
So
like
it's-
sitting down and
Exactly. It's like two different things. They're like, well, it's a different medium.
yeah.
It's not because you're not coming up with the idea, the concept, the art. You're not doing a single part of it.
You could also, it's not a different medium because you can pass it off as hand drawn or digital art.
Could.
So that's why it's not a different medium. But no, that's a good point. Film, I don't know if film ever has had a moment where it like wasn't considered as real art. I don't know. The part of it is like when film was created, there weren't any like nobody was wondering about like the ethical implications of film when it first
Yeah.
came around. Like that's not really something people worried about.
No, yeah.
And even today, it's like it's not really. I mean, kinda with like just how I mean, it led to social media, it led to all this stuff. So kind of in retrospect,
Mhm.
yes, film has some. The invention of film has some weird ethical implications, but I don't think anyone would have thought about that at the time.
What about AI in the film industry right now?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like if AI just keeps getting better and better and better, at a certain point, Hollywood won't need filmmakers or scriptwriters or anything. But what the question becomes, are modern audiences going to care and notice? I know me and like a lot of other like people who really love film are going to care and going to notice. And well, but at a certain point, what point do people like me who watch films a lot? At what point do we stop to notice? At what point do we not at what point can we not tell the difference between what's real and what's fake? Because it's going to happen to like the general audiences first.
Yeah.
And like older people, I think it's going to happen to them first, where they can't tell the difference. But eventually, if it does keep getting better and better, and it never hits that ceiling, it'll happen to people who watch films on the regular and are better equipped to see that. Like what happens when even us, like what if it gets so good to a point where we can't tell the difference, and Hollywood just says, yeah, we're not using AI anymore, everything's real, and we still can't tell the difference.
That would actually be a struggle.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys might have it a little worse than animation does, because you guys have to deal with real people, and you can't really copy real life, like it's reality. Versus animation, you have those little mistakes that a bot's gonna make mistakes. You have to learn from reality to do them.
Are you saying because like when you're shooting something, like what you're shooting is not going to randomly glitch out?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, like the little errors that you have in animation, you can't really replicate those.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit easier for us when coming to AI, because AI, I think, can replicate animation better than it can real people.
Well, yeah, I guess in a way.
Yeah.
You can't do fingers for the life
No,
of it.
it can't do fingers on humans either.
Yeah.
But there's an extra step AI has to take when doing humans, because it basically has to animate them
Yeah.
and then create it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it has to draw over the person, because it's gonna look, because it's like it's not real. And
it
AI
doesn't
is
understand
essentially
form,
essentially animation, like it's 3D animation.
basically.
So yeah, I think it's gonna have like any bad effects is gonna happen to animation first.
Yeah, because I've already started
Unfortunately.
noticing it. My favorite TV show as a kid got a reboot. The character designs are all AI. The building designs are AI. The script is even AI.
Did they admit this? Okay, so it's
Yeah.
not. So it's like a
So it's not really a secret, but it's obvious.
yeah. What was it?
Winx Club.
Winx
The
Club?
Magic is Back came up on the second.
I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah, it was on Netflix.
I heard about this Winx Club.
Yeah, 'cause even the pictures they had for the ad, like you're selling AI art in your ads.
Is it Fate, the Winx Saga?
No.
What is
no.
Okay, what is this?
What's it called? The Magic is Back.
Okay, there it is.
But like some of the first art they put out there was clearly like AI generated. You had to find like really early promotional stuff. So like keeps going. Okay, that one.
Where?
The one with the dome in the back.
This?
Down. The
Down
first
here?
one. The first one in the little scroll.
here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is AI.
Oh, I can see it.
And that's what they use to promote the
Yeah,
the
Sarah,
thing.
pull that up. Here, Sarah, pull it up.
But yeah, that's crazy because people were like, why are the legs weird? Why is the background all glitched out?
Yeah, I mean, like, when you look at it, and if I was someone who was like really cared about this, I would notice.
Yeah.
But it's good enough that at a passing glance you don't notice.
Yeah, that's the thing. But after you know it, when you watch the rest of the show, you're questioning all the designs. You're like, what? Why are their clothes like this? That's not how a skirt works. So it's
Did you know
makes you a little mad.
we're getting a fully fledged AI film coming to theaters next year?
Why?
I know. It's called Critters. It's like a bunch of little like animal critters, and they walk
Oh.
around and they do stuff. But it's all AI, powered by OpenAI.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Yeah. Do you think those types of films should even be made?
Honestly, no.
Or do you think there should be some more like regulations on it? Like from a federal level.
There probably should be some regulations on it because, like, again, you're taking other people's ideas, right? But I feel like if it was like AI, but it's everyone else's and like everyone in the group's ideas, and it's just taking from that, that would be a little more okay. But since it is random people's stuff, I don't think it's gonna work really.
Well, I mean, Yeah, plagiarism, I guess. But it's plagiarism, but it's being filtered. So I think you could make the argument that it's transformative if you were in Terry's media law class.
Oh, you guys have a class like that?
Yeah, we have a law class. I think that is technically transformative enough because it's literally being transformed through a system that uses it for different things. So if you did the same thing that AI is doing, but like in your mind, it would be legal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that's why I would want regulations. I think it's just AI is such a threat to just our existence and the way our society functions.
Oh, yeah, because in the art world, there are plenty of people using it to do some pretty freaky things, and it's like, maybe.
Well, it's also like
this person.
you can, once it gets better, you can frame people. Like, just say, hey, put my buddy KJ robbing a store.
That reminds me on Twitch. I don't know if you know the streamer Cutie Cinderella. I think she recently got into like a problem on Twitch because people were sending like her porn of herself that was AI generated.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you imagine having that out there where you're just sitting there like?
Yeah, and you can do it to anyone, and it's
exactly.
like. Yeah, I don't think AI should be legal.
Yeah, because that makes me wonder, like, if they can do that to a grown woman, what can they do to a child?
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know.
That's
I hate
crazy.
seeing any kind of AI images because it just makes me think of that.
Exactly. Or recently I've been getting like the historical figures stuff.
Were there porn?
No, not that. There's just like historical figures doing random things.
Martin Luther King is the big one right now.
Yeah, Martin Luther King
you just
stuff.
see a ton of memes of him doing random stuff.
It's like, why is Martin Luther King eating fried chicken? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so random. It's like, ooh, maybe don't do that.
Well, the next idea is the environmental impact of these. They take up so much computation power, and like a lot of them are set up in like what are they called? Data centers.
Yeah.
But the big data centers they set up in small towns that kind of drain their resources and drain their power supply, so that the towns nearby don't have as much power and can't get as much things done in their community because so much of it is going to the data center.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Well, you see so much protest against them. I remember I worked, I think it was Lawrence, Indiana, around there. They have one getting put in, and there's a bunch of, not like protests, but I see a bunch of signs that are like X data center, like we don't want a data center. And it's like that thing is happening in like so many small towns across America.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like that. That sounds just really annoying and really terrible.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah. Did you hear about Avatar Fire and Ash? How they're gonna have not a warning. What's it called? There's just text before the screen that says no generative AI was used in the making of this film.
That makes it sound like there was.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's like if you have to say that there isn't, then it feels like maybe there is.
I didn't see any of this in the trailer. Obviously, they're not showing the whole thing. It's going to be 3 hours long again. But knowing James Cameron, he probably would say that just as a middle finger to AI.
That's true. Yeah.
So I don't think he did.
But then it's also being produced by Disney, and Disney of all companies, if they were to use AI, that would be honestly really big.
You think so? Well, they did.
They did?
Secret Invasion. The Secret Invasion
What's that?
TV show. Yeah, I know. The Nick Fury TV show.
That's so long ago.
Yeah, from like 2023. They used it for the intro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ew.
Which was like, it was so obvious that they did it because this was 2023. This is before it even got good.
Yeah, because it only took it 2 years to advance what it is now.
Yeah. 2023 is like when a lot of the basic stuff showed up, like ChatGPT.
Yeah, back then when it used to make me Indian for some reason.
It used to make me Indian?
Yeah, the AI filters.
How would it make you Indian?
I don't know. I guess my skin tone or something. It would just be like, oh, you're Indian. And it would just...
What would it add?
It's hard to describe. It's like, it's just it would change my face.
Your facial features were just slightly different? Or?
Yeah, facial features are different. My hair is different. It's like, it thinks braids are just straight hair, so it,
Okay. Oh.
yeah,
Okay.
it does not, yeah, it doesn't know that I'm a black woman. And
Well,
it's really
this is-
funny because I have an Indian friend, and it does the opposite, where it turns her into a black woman.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's also like they also have like with making your hair straight, it also has a weird bias.
Yeah.
AI
It's
towards
pretty
like
limited.
what the beauty standard is. It's
Yeah.
you know,
It's kind of cursed.
yeah, but it's based on, what's on the internet,
That's true,
unfortunately.
That's true.
But yeah, Marvel, they used AI, very early AI, that I might add, very obvious early AI, I think they mixed a little bit of actual paint, the actual drawing into it just to hide it a bit, but you
Yeah.
can still tell. Here, I can pull it up.
Wait, what show? What show?
Secret Invasion.
Oh, we're still on that. Okay.
Yeah.
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 Such
Sarah,
a-
can you pull this up? Let me see. That's a AI.
Oh no. Oh no. Disney
This
has.
one is obvious. Just that eye.
Yeah.
Well, they try to pass it off as like a part of the theme of the show,
Yeah.
because in the show there's the race of Skrulls that are assimilating into humanity and pretending to look human.
Yeah.
So like, oh, we used AI because it's kind of like they're pretending to look human. It's like, yeah, you still used AI though.
It's like you have so much money. You can get really good animators, a lot of good editors to do all this, but you would
Yeah.
rely on AI and
This-
also.
oh, this one especially, the way his chair is like, hold on, let me get closer to you. The way his chair is like to the side of him and he's not really sitting in it, and I was like,
Yeah.
where are his legs going if the chair is turned sideways?
Yeah. It's like. It's just you have so much money. Hire people who can get the job done with no mistakes, rather than just relying on a free source that's just gonna give you every single mistake.
Do the older people in your life, are they still having trouble telling the difference between what's real and what's not with videos?
I think they're just like that in general.
Yeah,
I don't even think they can tell from like
Photoshop?
regular. Yeah,
like the regular Photoshop.
they can't tell if a photo has been edited, like just slightly. Just
Mhm.
like you were to change the vibrancy or something, they'd be like, "Oh, that's real life. I didn't think it was so cool." They can't tell.
That's fair. I think my parents are pretty good at telling the difference between AI and what's an AI. I don't know if they, yeah. I think they're more likely to notice AI than they're likely to notice Photoshop. Funnily
Yeah.
enough. But that's just because AI is like completely fake and Photoshop's based on like you mush two real things together.
That.
So I think that tricks them more easily.
The other reason I don't think my grandparents notice is mainly because they're blind.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if you're seeing things and they're all really fuzzy, you're not gonna.
Yeah, that's
You don't
fair.
even know what you're looking at.
Everything
so-
already looks AI to them.
Yeah, basically.
Tilly. Oh, one final thing. You know who Tilly Norwood is?
No.
Oh, she's an AI actress, like a completely AI actress that's being like
Ooh.
shopped around at different creative agencies.
That reminds me of like, there's another robot out there,
Mhm.
and she's like most humanoid robot out there. Like she can freely think.
Mhm.
Dude, we learned about it in psychology. I don't remember what her name is, but
You remember her in psychology?
yeah,
Well, because she has like
she has a brain.
she basically has sentience, right?
Yeah, basically. Like she was on what's his name? The one talk show guy. There's several talk show
Jimmy
guys.
Kimmel,
Not Jimmy Kimmel. It's the other one.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yes, Jimmy Fallon. She was on there. And she also is going to come out with a little sister.
She's gonna come out with a little sister
Yeah.
that she made.
I don't know if she's making it, but she is going to teach that robot
Uh,
about life, basically.
Yeah, it's just
It's-
like, does it actually have? It's like the classic like Blade Runner thing. Like, does it actually have sentience? Are we like responsible like for this
Yeah.
person at all? Do they have real emotions? Like what?
What side of the internet were you on back in
Back in
2023?
2023. I don't know what you mean
Because-
by the side of the internet.
Back then when character AI bots were a thing. I mean, they still are.
Yeah.
but
Like when Donald Trump and Joe Biden would argue over Fortnite.
Sort of like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember people were forming parasocial relationships with the bots.
Mhm.
Like, You can't be that lonely that
Well,
you're starting to become friends with the robot.
It's happening. It's still happening.
Yeah, it is still happening.
Or people are. I had a friend who. I probably shouldn't talk about that.
Well, then I'll say that back then, 2023, I was on there, but I was for fun. Like, using it for fun.
I've done that
It's like-
before, but I mean, I don't really do it anymore just because it's gotten so serious.
Yeah, it's like, it's funny, it's entertaining, but to do it in a serious way where you're actually trying to make a friend out of a robot,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a problem. Maybe
Mhm.
you should go outside, touch some grass,
Mhm.
talk to people, you know?
Not gonna say his name, but I had a friend who talked to an AI for a bit.
Yeah. I did a lot.
Yeah.
Did
Well,
a
I
lot
guess
of talking.
I have two friends, I guess.
I mean, it's more common than we think it is.
I know. It's like Wall-E.
It is like, we're gonna be like the people in Wall-E.
Mm-hmm.
We're all gonna be fat and just like in space on a ship.
Using AI.
Yeah, and we're gonna leave a robot here that's just lonely.
Speaking of back to Tilly Norwood for a bit. I think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's just like, it's like to make a person, you know what I mean? To make a fully branded person, and say we can do whatever we want with this human being
Yeah.
that we made. It's so creepy and like kind of like I feel like there's something wrong with the person who made that.
Yeah, we're gonna end up in like an iRobot type of situation where they start taking over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like from like a personal level of like the person who made this wants to control another human so badly.
That's true.
They made this like 5'2" pretty white woman to like control at all aspects of.
Yeah.
It's just like.
It's like, it's so weird actually. It's reminding me of something, but I can't remember what exactly it's reminding me of. I'll have to think back on it actually.
Yeah.
But
It's like like how specifically they made that person, like specific attributes they give them, and and it's like they want to control a real person.
yeah.
That's the vibe I'm getting from the creators of this.
It's weird.
They want to control every aspect of, like, yeah, it's a fictional person, so you're technically not hurting anybody, but it's like you want to create somebody to control. Like, you have free,
Yeah.
a moral right basically to control their life, their career, everything about them.
Here's a funny question.
What?
Would you rather have the world be taken over by robots?
Or by dinosaurs?
I was gonna say aliens.
Oh.
Aliens or robots?
Aliens. Aliens.
Aliens?
Well, depends on what aliens we're talking about.
I don't know. Just
If they're the ones from All Tomorrows, then no.
I don't know what aliens are gonna be like, but
Do you know the ones from All Tomorrows?
a little bit, yeah.
They mix you with other species, and then they like give you immortality, and then they'll turn you into like a big brick monster.
Oh. If they turn me into a werewolf, that'd be pretty cool. But
That'd
like,
be cool. Oh, let me show you.
everything
Sarah,
else,
pull up All Tomorrows.
like anything else, I'd be like, oh man, a little weird. Don't make me into a freak. I don't want to be a freak. But at the same time, you say the same thing about the robots, where it's like, maybe they do go all evil, or maybe
Maybe they
they
what?
don't be evil. Maybe
Yeah.
they actually have feelings, and they're.
This is one of the
they're
creatures
sensitive.
from All Tomorrows.
Oh.
Yeah, that's just like 5 or 6 humans they fuse together.
Wait, so I can be fused with other people?
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the same body as someone else. Like,
You don't think it'd be cool to have a parasitic twin?
no, because I don't want to hear their thoughts, and they gotta
You
hear
don't
my
hear-
thoughts.
You don't hear their thoughts.
I don't want to hear their thoughts.
No, I'm talking about a parasitic twin. You don't hear their thoughts.
Well, you never know.
Do you think they hear each other's thoughts?
I don't know. That's the thing. You don't know. I already have enough voices. I don't need another one.
Okay. On that note, that is all the time we have today. I hope you had a good day. Do you want to plug any of your art
Oh my
social
God.
media?
At Frog and Night on Instagram. That's all I got.
Okay. We'll put it in the edit. All right. Well, check us out. This has been the Real Deal Podcast. Check us out on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and check us out next Thursday for another episode of The Real Deal. Bye-bye.